Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. The topic which we are going to discuss today is about metabolic alkalosis and respiratory alkalosis. Now, looking at the metabolic disorders versus respiratory disorders, there are two types of acid-base disorders, metabolic and respiratory. Metabolic disorders produce an alteration in the plasma bicarbonate concentration and result from the addition to or loss from the ECF non-volatile acid or alkali. Respiratory disorders involve an alteration in the partial pressure of carbon dioxide reflecting an increase or decrease in alveolar ventilation. Compensatory mechanisms. Now, there are some compensatory mechanisms of alkalosis and acidosis. They typically involved primary or initiating event and a compensatory or adaptive state that results from homeostatic mechanism that attempt to correct or prevent large changes in pH. Compensatory mechanisms provide a means to control pH when correction is impossible or cannot be achieved immediately. Often, compensatory mechanisms are interim measures that permit survival while the body attempts to correct the primary disorder. Also, the compensation requires of mechanisms that are different from those that are caused by the primary disorders. Now, looking at the acid-base disorders, in metabolic acidosis and respiratory acidosis, when the pH, you can look at the chart, the pH is decreased in both of them, and it is less than 7.35, and it is called acidosis causes the acidemia, and the examples are the metabolic acidosis and the respiratory acidosis. Now, in alkalemia, the pH is greater than 7.5, as you can here see. In alkalosis, both the pH is increased, and alkalemia causes metabolic alkalosis and respiratory acidosis. Now, in our topics for today about metabolic alkalosis and respiratory alkalosis, when there is in metabolic alkalosis, when there is an increase or normal partial pressure of carbon dioxide and increase in the bicarbonate levels and an increase in pH, how does the compensation occur? The lungs hypoventilate to increase the partial pressure of carbon dioxide. Kidneys conserve the H ions and excrete the bicarbonate ions. And in respiratory alkalosis, when there is a decrease in the partial pressure of carbon dioxide, decrease to normal bicarbonate ions, and again there is an increase in pH, the kidneys, what is the compensation? The kidneys conserve the H ions and eliminate the bicarbonate ions. Now, metabolic alkalosis. What is metabolic alkalosis? It is a systemic disorder caused by an increase in plasma pH due to a primary excess in bicarbonate ions. It is reported to be the second most common acid-base disorder in hospitalized adults, accounting for about 32% of all acid-base disorders. What are the causes? Metabolic alkalosis can be caused by factors that generate a loss of fixed ions or a gain of bicarbonate, and those that maintain the alkalosis by interfering with excretion of the excess bicarbonate. They include a gain of base through the oral or IV route, loss of fixed acids from the stomach, maintenance of the increased bicarbonate levels by contraction of the ECF volume, hypokalemia and hypocholelemia. Looking at this chart, you can see the causes: excessive gain of bicarbonate or alkalis by ingestion of administration of sodium bicarbonate, administration of hyperelimination solutions containing acetate, administration of parenteral solution containing lactate, excessive loss of H ions through vomiting, gastric suction, potassium deficit, diuretic therapy, increased bicarbonate retention, loss of fluoride with bicarbonate and volume contraction, loss of body fluids, and diuretic therapy. Now, what are the clinical manifestations? As you know, metabolic alkalosis is characterized by a pH above 7.45 and bicarbonate above 26 and base excess above 2 milliequivalent per liter. With people with metabolic alkalosis are often asymptomatic or have signs related to ECF volume depletion or hypokalemia. Neurological signs and symptoms can be seen like mental confusion, hyperactive reflexes, tetany or thapopedal spasm, Significant morbidity occurs with severe metabolic alkalosis when pH is greater than 7.55, including respiratory failure, cardiac arrhythmia, seizures, and coma. Here you can see restlessness followed by lethargy, dysarrhythmias, tachycardias, and confusion, dizziness, irritability, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, tremors, muscle cramps, tingling of fingers and toes. The treatment of metabolic alkalosis is usually directed towards correcting the cause of the condition. Potassium chloride usually is the treatment of choice when there is an accompanying potassium deficit. Fluid replacement with normal saline or one-half normal saline often is used in the treatment of volume contraction alkalosis. Now, respiratory alkalosis. It is defined as a systemic acid-base disorder which is characterized by primary decrease in the plasma pressure of carbon dioxide, also referred to as hypocapnia, which produces an elevation in pH and a subsequent decrease in bicarbonate levels. Now the cause. It is caused by hyperventilation or respiratory rate in excess that need to maintain the normal plasma carbon dioxide levels. What are the causes? Excessive ventilation, anxiety and psychogenic hyperventilation, lung disease, that causes a reflex stimulation of ventilation, stimulation of the respiratory centers, and like in encephalitis, fever, elevated blood ammonia levels, and mechanical ventilation. Now the clinical manifestation. Patient with respiratory alkalosis manifests with a decrease in carbon dioxide, partial pressure of carbon dioxide, and a deficit in bicarbonate levels. In respiratory alkalosis, the pH is above 7.45, PCO2 is below 35, and bicarbonate levels are below 22. Signs and symptoms are associated with hyperexcitability of the nervous system and a decrease in cerebral blood flow. You can see in the diagram the different signs and symptoms. They can be seizures, lethargy, confusion, rapid breathing, lightheadedness, tachycardia, decrease or normal BP, signs of hyperkalemia. They can be numbing and tingling of extremities. Treatment will be focused on measuring and correcting the underlying cause, and it can be hypoxia can be corrected by administration of supplemental oxygen. Patients with hyperventilation may benefit from reassurance rebreathing from a paper bag during symptomatic attacks. Thank you.